Attention League, this is your commissioner coming to you live from the commissioner's office for a Week 4 edition of Fantasy Talk on Tuesday. This week we saw some sickening blowouts. Maybe we can attribute that to some bums and some heroes. But when it was all said and done, the standings shook up and everybody's pretty close right now. So let's dive on into it. First matchup, we have El Diablo going against Ryan, who was the favorite, and he won by 25 points. Ryan only had 2 players go for less than 12 points, and El Diablo, well, he had 4 guys with great performances, but he also had 4 guys go for less than 2 points, 2 of those goose eggs. Next, we have Hunter and Chris. Chris was the favorite here, and he won by 37 points. Hunter only got 3 points from D'Angelo Williams and starting running back Marshawn Lynch, and he only had 2 players go for more than 10 points, and one of those being A.J. Green with 39. Chris had Marcus Mariota leading him to victory with 19 points, and on the bench he had Steve Smith, who scored 37 points. Could have been a bigger blowout there. In the most sickening one of the week, we have Webb over Goob. Webb, his wide receivers and tight end got him 4 touchdowns, 486 yards from scrimmage, leading to 88 points. He could have probably beat Goob without his 2 best players. And Goob, he had Jamal Charles getting 28 points, Denver defense 16, but he just wasn't enough to rely on those 2 every week. Next, we have Justin by 42 points over Cox. He got 66 points out of Julio Jones and Randall Cobb, and he got 4 touchdowns out of Matt Ryan and Frank Gore. 9 touchdowns total for Justin this week. Cox, he had a good balanced team, and he started running backs Carlos Williams and Ryan Matthews for 17 points apiece. Pretty solid there. Just couldn't come up with a win. Next, in the closest game of the week, we have Wiley and Webb. Wiley was originally the favorite, Wiley and Smitty. Wiley was originally the favorite. Smitty won by 8 points. Wiley, he got 11 points only from his running backs. He had a strong wide receiver core with Tom Brady putting up 22 points for him as well. But Smitty, he had 17 points out of Goskowski. He had 24 points out of AP. And last night he got 24 points out of Jeremy Maclin to lead him to the victory upset. And then that'll take us into our game of the week. Originally, Casey was favored in this matchup, but Sapp came up big here, winning by 46 points. At one point, Casey had 39 points out of Devontae Freeman, and he was projected to win by almost 30 points himself. But Sapp swung it around. Arizona's defense got 28 points for him. He had 5 players with over 15 points. And the only players that scored more than 10 points for Casey was Emmanuel Sanders with 11, and his defense had -7. So guys, that'll take us into the standings. In Brother Collusion, we have Ryan at the top, 2-1, followed by Hunter, also 2-1, Sapp 2-1. Then we have El Diablo at 1-2, Casey at 1-2, and Chris at 1-2. In the J. Michaels division, we have Webb at 3-0, Goob at 2-1, and the following 4 at 1-2, Justin, Jordan, Cox, and Smithgall. Our heroes of the week, we had quarterback Aaron Rodgers go for 34 points, and sitting on benches were the next 3 quarterbacks, Cam Newton, Andy Dalton, and Tyrod Taylor. A.J. Green got 39 points, and Randall Cobb and Keenan Allen also put up 31 points this week. The Dallas running back committee combined for 55 points. Devontae Freeman had 39, AP 24, and Jamal Charles 28. Arizona's defense racked up 28 points, and Goskowski had 17 points. The bums this week, guys, quarterback Colin Kaepernick and Roethlisberger only had 5 points. Wide receivers Andre Johnson had 0, Terrence Williams 0, kicker Phil Dawson 1, and Matt Prater 0, Tyler Eifert 0. Cincinnati defense 1, Miami defense -7, and running backs Alfred Morris with 1, D'Angelo Williams 0, Marshawn Lynch 2, and Jeremy Hill 2. So thanks for watching this week. Get out there on the waiver wire. Don't take the guy I have priority on, and we'll see you out there this weekend. Thanks.